Welcome back to my little mini series of reflecting on the lessons learned from my last immersion in Japan. And today I'm going to talk to you about Lean, and in particular the 5S as a key tool of Lean and how that's going to improve your change management, your leadership, and even your personal life. So let's get into what is Lean, and why should we change managers know about it, and how can we actually implement Lean thinking and Lean tools like the 5S in our change management. First of all, Lean is a very popular methodology that's maybe risen since the 80s in the Japanese continuous improvement evolution. And what we find is that Lean is all about reducing friction and minimizing waste. So in Japanese, the word for waste is muda, and the particular mudas we're trying to eliminate out of our processes, out of our organizations and our lives are often referred to with an acronym called TIMWOODS. And TIMWOODS stands for transport, inventory, motion, waiting, overproducing, overprocessing, defects, and unutilized skills. And those are the kind of inefficiencies that we are checking our processes and our work against for improving our change management 1% at a time. So the idea is that we're looking for small incremental little improvements that are employee driven and that will have better buy-in than a big top-down radical change program. Okay. Today I want to actually talk a little bit more about a very popular tool of the Lean methodology and how we as change managers could use that when we work with our clients and organizations. So the tool is called the 5S, and because my Japanese is pretty poor, I'm gonna use the English translation for the 5S rather than trying to pronounce the Japanese words correctly. So my apologies for that. First of all, the 5S could be thought of as a little bit of a spring cleaning activity that you can do with your team in order to ramp up the efficiencies and the value that your change management or your project management adds to the organization. So reducing the waste increases the value added tasks because we're not focusing on inefficient tasks. So 5S stands for sorting. This is where we're sorting all of our, let's say, documents or all of our templates, all of our materials that we've produced for our project. We then set them in order. So we might land on a naming convention, or we might land on how things will be structured. And we then shine them. So that could include things like labeling or just making sure that they're really polished, spell checked, and so forth, and then standardize them. This could mean that any document or any process or collateral will have to meet a certain quality standard before it will be accepted in our process. And last, we're going to sustain it. So when we do the 5S at the start of each quarter, we're going to sustain that practice every quarter or every month as well. What you'll find is that when you combine Lean and change management, there's some magic that happens. Suddenly the changes are actually co-owned by everyone, and it's becoming part of your mindset or part of your philosophy to run everything: change management, leadership, your projects, your organization, even your personal life, in a way where we reduce waste and we spend more time and more effort on value adding tasks. And that's really what it's about, like having change management that runs smooth and everything that we do really is value adding. We're having conversations that are value adding, we're having interactions or workshops that are value adding, and they're helping the people to adapt and run smoother through the transitions. So how could you use the 5S or Lean in your particular change management project right now? Well, I challenge you to get together with your team and call it a 5S workshop or a 5S day, and you're gonna identify one little shared workspace. That could be physical or it could be also digital, like a lot of us working with SharePoint pages, and they're often neglected, but they're the single point of truth in your project. So then you can organize the digital files that you have in your SharePoint page, and the text is really following the 5 S's with sorting, setting in order, shining, standardizing, and sustaining it as well. It will really improve how you work together as a team, and it will also give your SharePoint page or your shared workspace more meaning because it's more value adding. So I hope that you enjoyed my little shared lesson from my Japanese immersion, and I'll see you in the next video. For now, please like, subscribe, and share the video, and bye for now.